In Division III, it's Notre Dame facing Granville. It was a low-scoring affair to start. Bella Calcamugio drives, dishes to Bobby Hunt for the lay-in. Eagles suddenly on a 7-0 run, and they continue to assert their dominance from there. Callie Thames pokes the ball away, saves it, and hits Calcamugio for a wide-open basket as the Eagles shut out the Blue Aces. 11-0 in the second. Granville then cuts the deficit to 5, but Joy Battle ready to battle. Give her the putback and one, electrifying the Eagles. Notre Dame hadn't made a three-pointer all game until Brooklyn Armstead right there, nothing but net. Eagles win by 20, making their 9th trip to the state tournament.
Going into the game, I think confidence was a big key, and then also knowing that on defense we need to play tendencies and make sure that we're forcing the people that go right, left, and make sure they're forcing the people that go left, right. I think growing up I've always had an ability to see things, but playing soccer has really helped with that. I've always had to keep my head on a swivel. That helps me to see all my players on the floor and knowing that if I'm going to pass it to them, they're going to catch it and they're going to finish. And then also make sure I know where my shooters are. So if I have Brooklyn in the corner and Nina in the corner, knowing that I can get it out to them and they're going to knock it down.
Brandon Lowe and Scoop Miller are on site in Bluffton.
A defensive showcase today in the round of 8, and at the end of it, Notre Dame is going to move on to the Final Four. An exciting moment for that program to go back for the 9th time in history. But taking a look at how they got there, we mentioned the defense today. They forced over 20 turnovers in a late round playoff game.
Just incredible. You don't expect that at the regional final to turn a team over 20-plus time, but that's how good that Notre Dame defense was. And they needed it because their offense really had some struggles against a very good Granville defense. Coach Galloway got a little frustrated with the fact that shots weren't going in, but defense will travel in February and March, and that's going to be the case here as Notre Dame's going to advance to Dayton for the Final Four.
And defense did come out in waves, and when you look back at the game and how it went for Notre Dame, you could look at just about anybody for player of the game. Callie Thames played really well offensively. She was the only Notre Dame player in double figures. Bella Calcamugio was our player of the game tonight. She did a really nice job at both the offensive and defensive ends of the floor, was able to force turnovers, but also facilitated a lot of the offense.
She really did. Her offense was so good, and a day that was dominated by defenses. I had her unofficially for 7 assists, which is incredible in a 40-20 game, so she was lights out offensively.
Calcamugio and the Eagles headed back to the Final Four for the 9th time in Notre Dame history.
So we know who the 4 teams are that will be playing in the state semifinals. That's Notre Dame joining Brush, Avon Lake, and Purcell Marion. We just don't know what those matchups will be just yet or where, but those games will be happening next Saturday.
Tournament Time on BCSN is brought to you by Dunn Chevy, supporting local athletes. Together, let's drive. And by Unison Health and the Mental Health Board of Lucas County, reminding you that it's your time, your choice. And by Superior Credit Union. We're not a bank, we're better.